Hello everyone, it's Lucy, and today we'll be back with another episode of Endless Ocean, the story version. So let's just see if we can get started here. So I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, we left off at Deep Hole. Still in Gadama Atoll, so we'll just have to see. Alright, so yeah, we're still in Deep Hole. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive. Right there. My darling Oceana, I can only pray she is safe. If you run into something dangerous, the pulsar is your only hope. Would you like me to explain how to use the pulsar? No, thank you. On this dive, expect the unexpected, and keep a close watch on your remaining air. This is your air gauge. Diving at greater depths uses more air. You'll also take a big gulp of air if you are hit with a strong impact or shock. Now, off to Deep Hole. We can get there from the south of Gadama Atoll. I've marked it with a circle on your map. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so can you hear me? It's Gene Eric. How's it looking? There should be a forest of kelp in front of you. This corridor is the entrance to Deep Hole. Tiger sharks have been sighted farther ahead. You can't be too careful. Keep your guard up. So I don't think anything should jump out at us in the kelp forest. I'm just gonna zoom past all of these zoom spots because honestly, I just kind of want to get to the actual story here instead of letting you guys wait. But I will go through and get all these fish at some point. So this isn't the deepest location in the game. Twin Crevices is in the Zahab region over in the Red Sea. So, although it is pretty deep, this is not the deepest we can go, so. That giant crater in the center is Deep Hole. Like I said, proceed with caution. Even the local divers don't come here. So these are just Japanese eagle rays right over here. There should be a shark, if I'm correct. Yep. You found Oceana? What's the situation? There's a tiger shark in the area? That suggests that the shark is hungry and aggressive. It's dicey. It looks like Oceana is playing it safe and hiding. But the sharks have a keen sense of smell. It could notice her any moment. Use the pulsar to calm the aggressive shark. How did she even get down there if the shark was already there? Well, he might not have already been there. Okay, so basically for this section you just have to go straight down towards the shark, like this. And then once you get close to it, it's easier to pulse it. So well done, you've calmed the shark. Tiger shark swam off. Thank you so much, you saved my life. I'm really sorry for putting you in danger. Yeah. Wait, before we leave, I've got to find my pendant. It's in here somewhere. Please, will you help me find it? It's at the very bottom of this crater, I'm sure of it. So although this is not the deepest location of the game, well, in the game, you still have to be kind of quick about examining this part because my air gauge is already down 2 points and we still have to dive pretty deep. So when you're examining something, it'll usually show up as these little sparkles here. Let's see, so new item, Sky Pendant. That's it, thank you. That pulsar is amazing. I've heard that it's used for treating animals, but it looks like it can be used to calm aggressive sharks too. If you hadn't come to my rescue, who knows what might have happened. Okay, with the pulsar. Yes, I know all this. So over here, I believe this cavern is sealed by a huge rock. You could never move it with something like that. You could never move something like that with human strength alone. We'll get that soon, but right now we don't have the necessary means to remove that. But that is part of the story. So we will be coming back to this location, just not now. What were you thinking, Oceana? Going off on your own like that to dive a deep hole? Do you have any idea how worried I was? I'm sorry, Grandpa, but if that shark hadn't been there, I would have been just fine. Have you forgotten everything I've taught you? That kind of thinking can lead to disaster. That shark was just one of many dangers you could have encountered down there. You can't be so naive. Being unprepared only puts you at risk. You can't always count on luck and good fortune like you did today. Grandpa, I'm so sorry. I promise to be more careful and better prepared in the future. Very well. Thank you, Oceana. Let's return to the island for now. I can't thank you enough for what you did. I really owe you one. I'll leave that pulsar in your capable hands. You seem pretty handy with it. It takes a special individual to really master it. I think you've got what it takes. Well, we have both pendants now. They're both pretty much the same tube-like shape. What do you think? Can you see anything special? Well... Yeah, they are. Now that you mention it, they look like they might fit together. You push the two pendants together and they lock into place with an audible click. That is very unsatisfyingly not heard in the recording. The pendants are engraved on the outside with the letters that form a verse. The road to truth is the Song of Dragons, is how it reads. The Song of Dragons? Is that a message from my dad? I think I've heard that phrase somewhere before. Why don't you get Nancy to appraise them when we get back to the island? You haven't met Nancy yet, have you? She's a trader who travels around these islands. She knows everything. Oh, that's our doorbell. Here, just a second. It's a package. Okay, so you've earned a new title, South Sea Drifter. Yes. Two mysterious pendants, Oceana's only keepsakes from her father. Was it he who engraved them with the road to truth is the Song of Dragons? The truth? What could that mean? And what does it have to do with the Song of Dragons? Of course, with all this activity since you've arrived, I've had no chance to tell you about the place where we're based. Welcome to Nineball Island, the base of operations for the L&L Diving Service. It's also the place we call home, and it is all of the modern conveniences we need. Everything you need here is on the table, so an OJ, encyclopedia, camera, album, radio, dive log. It's pretty simple. Use the dive log on the table to save on Nineball. There's a notebook. There's some information, collection, change gear, yeah. Dance time. I think we've got the idea. So everything you'll need for your work are on the table. And sorry about the mess. We love our soda and OJ. Oh shoot. Come on. I know. There we go. Okay, in any case, I'm sure you can find your way around the island by yourself. By the way, you can display a list of shortcuts for all the island's functions by pressing plus. I didn't figure that out for the first 3 years I played this game. Hey Grandpa, you forgot to introduce someone. Ah, yes, of course. Another person? L&L Diving Service has yet another member that you have not met. Ooh. It's a shark-beaked common dolphin that lives near the island. I think it likes us. It's come to visit us quite a few times lately. It also helps our work when it's in the right mood. It's almost like a business partner. I would suggest you befriend it as soon as you can. Give the shark-beaked common dolphin a name. I always base my dolphins off of gemstones. So this one I think I might as well call... let's think about this. Let's see. What's a yellow gemstone? Well, there's citron. I could use some citron. So if you guys have any other names for any of the dolphins that we will be finding for the, you know, for the duration of this series, then just put them in the comments. But I do usually name them after gemstones, so just keep that in mind. But still, suggest whatever you want. See that bell done at the end of the dock? That's a dolphin bell. You can use it to signal the dolphin. Go on. And, we have to do this. Okay. Choose on land. New recruit. Some of you guys may know the dolphin in my other account that I spend a lot more time on. His name is Spinner, so. And we actually recently leveled him up again, so he is now level 3, which is pretty crazy. So he can do something like 15-foot jumps, whereas this one can only do 4 feet, so. It learned a new trick. Do we have to do this? I mean, we can do the same. Alrighty, I'll give her some food and then we'll go ahead and move on. But to get the other dolphins that I have in my other account, this one has to be a full level up. So I might as well just kind of grind that off camera so that you guys can kind of not see that boring part. But oh, what's that? It's a sea whistle. I received it from an acquaintance a long time ago. You can hear sounds of varying pitches. It's not very widely used apart from aquariums in some countries, and by dolphin trainers who put on shows for visiting customers. You can use it while you're giving signals to whales and dolphins. It's up to you how to use it. Here, have it. So yeah, as I was saying, I will show you guys me getting the other dolphins, but I won't show myself training this one because it's rather boring, unless if you guys want it, of course, but you know. Well, I think I've explained all there is to know about Nine Ball Island. I'll stop talking now and let you look around for yourself. Make sure you use the notebook. There's a lot of useful information in it. If you can't remember what you're doing or what you should do next, take a look there. Speaking of what to do next, what we're going to call Nancy? Yep, we're going to call Nancy. So let's go ahead and do that. So walking on land is the same as swimming. So that's nice and simple. Yes. Top trader in Pelago Commonwealth, Nancy Young speaking. Got it, I'm on my way. Ah, here she is. That's the slowest jet ski I've ever seen. Howdy, Gene Eric. Hello, Nancy. You didn't waste a minute getting here. This is your new recruit, huh? It's a real pleasure to meet you. I'm Nancy Young, #1 trader in the Pelago Commonwealth. If you need anything at all, just give me a call. And I do mean anything. Hovercrafts, corn dogs, kittens, chowder, you name it, I'll get it. Well, I'll try to anyway. Hey Nancy, could you take a look at something for us? Sure, what is it? This is made out of lapis lazuli, isn't it? It's similar to the traditional charms you see in the East Asian countries. Yes, but this is a specific style of carving. This specific style of carving isn't associated with those cultures at all. So it was made by a different culture. Yes, it was. It's also extremely old. But look at the engraving. The road to truth is the Song of Dragons. It's written in English, which is odd enough, but it seems to have been carved relatively recently as well. Yes, we think that my son Matthias may have inscribed it while he was still alive. But what could that mean? I'm sure I've heard it somewhere before. The road to truth is the Song of Dragons. The Cyclades, correct me if I'm wrong, suffer under the shroud of Poseidon's curse. As the waves crash and the battle cries rise, Volca Castle shall sink before our eyes. What on earth is that? It's from a mystical epic written by a 19th century Turkish poet. This verse talks about the sinking of the Volca Castle. Yes, of course, I've heard it before. The legend says that the Volca Castle lies somewhere in the Aegean Sea. The castle is said to have sunk at the bottom of the sea overnight, where it remains undiscovered to this day along with all of its treasures. So if Dad left us the message, is he telling us to find the Volca Castle? Oh, you want to know more about Matthias. He was extremely smart, much like you. He studied oceanography very intently. He died 15 years ago in an accident while exploring the sea depths. What? You want to go to the Volca Castle? And so do I. Dad wanted to tell us something, and it was something to do with the Volca Castle. Well, I would be lying if I said I had no interest myself. And a visit to the Aegean Sea would certainly be beneficial for business. All right, it's settled. Let's pack up and head to the Aegean Sea. In that case, I'm sure you need some new diving equipment, right? And because you're such good customers, I'll waive the fee for those pendants. Yes. You can divide anything I sell into 3 basic categories. We do not need to know this, because I already know it. So we're just going to go ahead and leave. And there's one more thing I want to do. Oh, by the way, did you remember that equipment I asked you to get for me? Oh, what equipment? Oh, right. You wanted an underwater camera and some night diving gear, right? You forgot, didn't you? I thought you might. Me? Forget never. Look, I have it right here. New item, camera. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this a really old camera? Maybe older than I. Well, you see, okay, how about this? I'll give you a special discount on it. How does that sound? Oh, and the night diving gear will take a bit more time, so be patient. I guess it sounds like we have no choice. I guess we'll wait. Here, you can look after the camera. I'm sure you have plenty of use for it in your work. So she's gonna leave, and we don't care about the Wi-Fi gate because it doesn't even work. There's one more thing that we are going to do before I end this episode. We're going to depart and not to... Nope. Okay, let's make the world our oyster. You know we're not taking the boat the whole way, right? We never get there. We're going to head to the Pelagos main island and then take a flight. Just select Sisera Strait on the Aegean Sea from the world map. Oh, and don't forget, it'll take us one whole day to get there by plane. But we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go to Gadama Atoll and head back to Deep Hole. Because there's one more thing that we have to do there. That I mentioned just a little bit ago. Oh, you're just gonna... I'm not gonna do this because I'll do this at some other point, maybe next episode, so. Something wrong. That was a call from the conservation group based in Pelaga. It seems that the creatures here in Gadama Atoll have been behaving strangely. I'm not right now. Well, I suppose they could have been mistaken, but it is quite worrisome. If you have some time later on, please look into this for me. Yes, we will, but we have things to do, so we are going to dive with Citron, because we can do that. And we're going to go back to Deep Hole Entrance. So now that we have a dolphin, it shouldn't take us too long to really get anywhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of get to Deep Hole or the kelp forest, and then I will ride on Citron, and we should be able to get to the actual Deep Hole in no time. Get her to come over here. Oh, there you are. How many different species can you find? Okay. Oh shoot, that is not the way that we want to go. Okay, so this should not take too long. Alright, so now that we're here, I'll just go ahead and focus on feeding these animals. So there's that Japanese eagle ray that I was talking about. And over here was one of the things that I came for. These guys. Oh, but it won't. Okay. So that's the mouth of truth. If I'm correct, there should be a giant grouper down here. Oh! Can you hear me? This is generic. That's an ocean sunfish. It's also called a mola mola. Divers love to see them, but they know that divers love to see them, but do they know that they're giant relatives of the pufferfish? You don't believe me? Take a good look at its face. The mouth, the eyes, the whole face looks just like a pufferfish. Pretty cool, huh? The more you know. Okay, so there's our ocean sunfish. And I'm just going to go ahead and focus on one of these. This is the Pacific white-sided dolphins. And now, we'll finally do what we came here for. Side the giant grouper. There we go. So this is Coliseum. Just kind of a big deep hole area. And down here, there are those rocks that we are going to move because we have the necessary means to do so. Ah. Okay, so if you try with Citron, you might be able to move that rock. Why don't you give it a try? You look in the background right there, you can see something among the rocks. The rock blocking the cave has been moved. Now you can get inside and investigate. Oh, and don't forget to say thanks to Citron. Thank you, Citron. Oh, something's coming out. Now this is what we came for. Jumping jellyfish. Who would have thought that a pygmy sperm whale could get trapped in this cavern? Don't worry, there's no need for concern. Pygmy sperm whales don't move around very much and they're gentle creatures. But what could have led this whale into such a place? There must be something that attracted it. So here's our second whale of the series, the pygmy sperm whale. These guys are close relatives to the sperm whale. They're just smaller, and they're also close cousins to the dwarf sperm whale, which I'm pretty sure is a little bit smaller than pygmy, but I'm not quite certain. We're just gonna, oh, we don't have a multi-sensor yet. I'm just gonna slip in here and see if there's anything that we can find, but I don't think so. Oh. So a whale got attracted by a coin. What do you know? This is an interesting game. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode on this note. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye!